Welcome class. Welcome to Anamika ma'am's classroom. Today I will going to discuss one of the most common program in Java, which is linear search. Very much important. Let's come to the question. Write a program to accept n different numbers in a single dimensional array. Here in linear search you have to do in a SDA, that means single dimensional array. Now enter a number and search whether the number is present or not in the list of the array elements by using the linear search technique. There are two searching techniques are there in Java. One is linear search technique, another is binary search technique. Today I will discuss linear search technique only. In my later videos, I will discuss the other search also, that means binary search. So let's start. Here we have to accept array first with n number of elements. If you have mentioned that 10 numbers of elements or 20 numbers of elements, then it is okay. Nothing to take from user, but it is mentioned n number of elements. That's why you have to take n from user. Here the common line import java.util for taking input from the user, and this is public class. You can give any name. I am giving name linear search here. Then you start your class bracket. Then you write down public static void main. Here I am taking int n, enter. That means this is called comment line. Using 2/ you can write down anything. This not treated as a part of your program. This is treated as a comment line for your better understanding later on. So enter how many numbers are there in an array. So n means we are asking for how many numbers you want to take in your array. Maybe it's 10, maybe 15, maybe 20. So how many numbers you want to insert. So here in main only I take input. Then using scanner class, use scanner class, scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in. Here only scanner is, here scanner is, and here system in capital. Then I take some variable I for loop. For loop I take I. We are searching for a number, that's why we take one num variable for searching a particular number, which we will going to take from user just after. And then this is one flag. What is the use of that if equal to 0? I will explain you later on. Now this is how to declare an array. How to declare an array? Int, it is the array name. That means it is an integer array. That's why name of the variable. Then you can give any name, suppose A. Then third bracket open and close. Nothing to write here. Equal to new. Then again you write down the type of the variable int. Don't need to mention name again. That means A. Not need to A again. Just write down the type of the variable, type of the array, and then inside third bracket, now you mention the size of the array or the number of elements you want to insert in the array. Here nothing, no fixed value is mentioned in our question paper. That's why n number of mentioned. That's why I take n here and use n. Whatever the user give, it may be 10, maybe 15, maybe 20. Whatever the user give it to us, it comes here. That means you just write down type of array, then array name, third bracket open close. Nothing you need to mention here. That means size of the array not need to mention. Then new keyword is used to allocating memory space for array, and then again type of the array, and then the number, how many elements you want to insert in your array. This is how to declare an array, how to declare not initialized. That means now you have an array of n number of elements, but it is totally empty. There is no elements. It is declared only. Then we have to enter the numbers in the array. Now I am going to initialize array. That means there is array is empty. Now I am going to take some value in the array. Then I am showing this in blue ink because here I am starting to initialize array. How to initialize array I am showing in blue ink. So array is from starting position is always 0 up to n. Less than n not equal to, because 0 to n means, suppose if it is 10 elements, then 0 to less than 10 means 9. So 0 to 9 elements. Then how to accept value in array? A, the array name, then I, within third bracket you I is the position. A 0 position first equal to sc dot next int, bracket open, bracket close. So sc dot next int we use for taking any integer. Just in other simple variable we use a equal to sc dot next int, bracket open, bracket close. In case of array we have to use one loop, because we do not only take one single input, we have to take 10 or 15 or 20 inputs. That's why we have to do a repetitive work. That's why we have to use a loop here for taking input in an array. So a of 0, then take the input, then you bracket close, then a of 1, a of 2, a of 3, like this till end of the array position. You have to take all elements using a simple loop. This is how you accept numbers or initialize your array using this. Now I start another color of ink to explain you how to take the number for which we are searching. That means here in the array we have, here is the array declared, here array initialized. That means we have numbers now in my array. Now which particular number you are searching for in this array, I am asking for that number from the user. That system.out.println enter the number to be searched. Which number you are searching for, I am going to check in the array. If I get the number, then search is successful. If I don't get the number, then search is unsuccessful. But first I want to know which number you are searching for. So here is the number, and num is a variable already declared here. Num equal to sc.nextInt. Just I take one number which I am going to search in my array. It is present or not in my array. Now this part is over. These two lines only take a number from a user. Now my search starts. In the linear search also called sequential search, linear search, we start from 0 till the end of the array, and we are continuously searching 0 position, then 1 position, then 2 position, then 3 position, like this till the end of the array if I get the number or not. So my loop is from 0 to till end. So if a of I means in I we have 0. If a of 0 position we get the number we are searching for, equal to check equality condition of both of these. This is the array element which we have in 0 position first, and this is our number. Number is fixed for all the elements, but we change the position, take 0th position first, then 1 position, then 2 position, and then we continue our searching till we get the number in the array. So check, here we give one comment line, check position wise if the number is present in the array or not. From 0 we will start till we end at the last position of the array. So in the 0, if you get the number, then very good. Then we change the flag from 0 to 1, because then we get the number and we break the loop. That means this for loop unnecessary, not to not to continue. So we can break here and coming out from this for loop, and we print that number. The search is successful. Okay, so we just close this. But if we don't get the number, then what to do? Then nothing, for loop continue. Then it's take 1, A1. If in A1 position it gets that particular number, if it is not get, don't go inside of this. Just loop is continue till end. If any position, if you get the perfect matching, then only F1 and break, otherwise not. Then outside of this loop, from 0 till end, we are searching for the number, and at the end, if the f equal to 1, that means search is successful. Otherwise, if it is not getting the number, if it is not matched, then f remains 0 only, which is initial value. So f not change its value until and unless it enter in this if loop, if statement. That means if the if statement is true only, then f gets 1, and then only after coming out from this for loop we get f1. Otherwise f remains 0 only. So if f1 only, f equal to 1, then we can print that the search successful and the number is present. But if it is not entered here and comes to the end of the loop, then it not reach its that condition, then if 0 only, then we can say in else part, not need to check again, we can say the search is unsuccessful and number is not present. Now I am showing this checking part in grading, and now I'm going to close this main and then going to close this class. Main and class both are closed. So now I'm going to run the program in Java. So I want to thank you for watching my video. Please share with your friends, subscribe my channel and like my channel, and please don't forget to press on bell icon for further notification. Till now, goodbye.